Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. I'm here looking at the Colorado leg of the American road trip. I'm going to give you my quick take on this and the associated Showdown event. First of all, lock-in for the Colorado event. Lock-in number one's any of these cars, and generally speaking, use the one you've been using that's fully maxed and getting you through. There's no reason to change things up if the car's been working for you. A lot of you guys should have the Super Snake or the 2017 GTR. Among other cars, the GR Supra is a good option. Those are all good for the first lock-in. You probably want a well-built Tier 5. Now, starting in lock-in number 2, you're stuck with a specific car. The Twisted Mistress is not a new car. It's been in past events, and it's a Ford. It is not really that great in live, but it is just fine for map in Tempest and all that stuff. And it's a cool hot rod. So for somebody who's picking to get a car from this event that may not get through to the end, this is not a bad option. The next option is the CUDA Torque Weaver Customs. Another old car, has some interesting tunes, but not really that great, other than beating Dyno by a ton. And that's really the Purple Star version. The Gold Star version is much harder to tune to beat Dyno or get the same effect. So the bottom line is this is a Plymouth as well, so fusions are hard. This is a hard car to build if you are starting off now getting it. Then things get even tougher because you now only have 3 options to pick from, one of which will be from the Showdown. We'll talk about that in a minute. The other 2 is the Flash car or the past prize car from the last leg. Either one has to be built to get through this lock-in. Now, because they're not letting you change lock-ins this time, how built the car will have to be will be based on the difficulty in the game. It makes no difference because you don't have a choice to lock this car here or that car there. The only difference is between 4 and 5, which either way at the very end, these 2 lock-ins will get some tough challenges. So again, 3 cars, 2 lock-ins, so out of 2 out of 3 you have to pick. If you have both of these already and they're well built, you can always use these 2 to get to the Buick faster and take your time with the Showdown. Now, if you don't have it built or you don't have the paid Mustang, then you now have to talk about getting the Showdown prize car. And again, there's a long list of cars here you can use, and guess what? The Mustang, prior to getting the Buick, the Mustang is the fastest here, generally speaking, to acquire the Captiv. So the paid car is the fastest outside of the actual Buick prize car. Once you go downhill from the Patriarch, then the next fastest, you're talking about the GR Supra, Elite Tuner, fully Elite, fully maxed. Not many people have that car. I don't for sure. And then down from there, you're looking at the GR Supra, the 2020 Corvette Stingray, and or the Eddie's Rod Customs Corvette C2. This one out of the 3 should be the fastest if you could drive it right. And the 2020 and the GR Supra, the 2020 should edge out the Supra if you can drive it right. So again, these 2 are actually pretty competitive to each other, and even with the C2 Corvette, but the Mustang will just blow them both out of the water because it's a 6.7 car, and then the Toyota Supra MK4 fully Elite, fully max is like a 6.8 car, so those will definitely be faster than your other options. And then it's all much slower from there. The R34 is very slow, 7.5s. The R35, which is available, does something along the lines of 7.1, and none of the others are really quick enough to do much. They're all at least in the 7s at that point. So keep in mind that those are your options, and you want to pick whatever you have that's the fastest out of the batch to try to make it through the Showdown. The Showdown price comes at $1,400. They bumped it up $100 from the old days, so it's $1,400, not $1,300. I guess people are getting it too easily. One thing I have to complain about, and I know this is intentional, is that the price from the Showdown's a Dodge. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind Dodge. I like the Charger, but notice that Natural Motion made the Halloween event right here used to be all Dodges. And the prize card from that is a Dodge. If you rush through Halloween, which incidentally the prize card is pretty bad, then you're now at a disadvantage when you get the prize car from the Showdown because it too is a Dodge. And let's be honest, how many Dodge Fusions are you still sitting on that's not on a car already? And that is how Natural Motion will hope to get you to reach into your pockets. Again, I'm sure the here out of these options, something will be purchasable. Maybe the Mustang will be up for sale again, but we'll have to see. I'm sure they're going to make this available. That probably have to be purchased if you want to buy a pack. And same thing with the Twisted Customs. The Purple Star is probably for sale, and this one might be for gold keys. So regardless, it's going to be one of those events where you're going to be doing quite a bit of building if you haven't already got these cars built. Now, if you've been playing as long as I have and you've been through enough American Road Trip events, the good news is at least the first 3 lock-ins you should have fully maxed, and then really you're just working on the final 2 lock-ins. And that means I can probably blow through this event relatively quickly as long as I'm willing to pay out of pocket to get stage 6s for the other 2 cars to build them up. The Captiv probably will be available to use as a lock-in somewhere down the line, but more likely the Buick will be required lock-in for the next leg, and that's going to hurt because this is a brand new car brand. What does that mean? That means you have 0 Fusions for or 1 or 2 at this point. And in order to build this car, you're going to need probably 135 Fusions, and it's a Purple Star, which means no free crates for Fusions. This car could be the end of the road for me if this is a required lock-in later with no substitute. If it's this situation where I can ignore the prize car, lock in something else, maybe another paid car that doesn't use Buick Fusions, I may do that. So that's something unpleasant to look forward to. So this American Road Trip has been a major money drainer for a lot of players, and it's designed that way. Keep in mind, we have at least 2 or 3 legs more before we get to the end here. So there are a lot more chances for Natural Motion to get you before Christmas hits, because I'm sure the workers at Natural Motion want their Christmas bonus. And this is how they're going to get it from us. Is that something wrong? No, it's a game, and they're developers. They're supposed to make money, and any business will try to squeeze out some extra money right before the holidays to keep their workers happy and keep productivity up. And if you want to see this game continue, then do understand that Natural Motion has to make money or the game will not continue. That being said, there are a lot more nice cars to come in the next year's American Road Trip because I know Natural Motion is generally a year ahead on their car design and options because they go to SEMA each year, which incidentally is taking place very soon, or right now I think next week. But they go to SEMA, they pick out, these are cars they saw at SEMA last year and they digitize for our entertainment for this year. So we can always look forward to next year. So do what you can, enjoy what you can, but if you're a newer player, understand that American Road Trip is not meant to be an easy, free event for new players. You may feel a little kind of left out, but don't worry, there will be another one next year. In any case, that is my rather long-winded quick take on this, and I hope you liked the video. If you do, leave a like. If you have comments or questions, feel free to ask them in the comments or post your own informational tidbit. I don't have an issue with you telling my viewers about other YouTubers that have a better video with more info. Share it. Let them go there and take a look. The ultimate goal here is to make sure everybody get the best info possible heading into the event. Again, if you like the video, leave a like. If you like my channel, subscribe, hit the bell, and get notified when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.